Cooper, I'm not trying to pick a fight with you, okay? I am simply trying to make an observation here. I have never had a partner that never saw eye to eye with me like this before. I've never experienced it.
You have never worked on a case where you couldn't bully your partner.
No, no. I just think that you mix up your personal friends and your professional life. I think the whole thing's a big blur to you.
Me?
Yeah,
Are you joking?
And in all fairness to you, maybe it is the pregnancy. Maybe it's your hormones.
Well,
maybe
then what's your excuse? Are you pregnant too?
Look, maybe we should just get Rick down here at the doctor, okay? Maybe he could just check us both out.
What is that supposed to mean?
Look, he's the only other doctor I know besides Claire Ramsey, and he seems to know you inside and out. It's a joke, all right? It's just a joke. I'm joking.
I'm ignoring you. You know, you tell me that I have no objectivity? You are obsessed. You are obsessed, and not just with Danny, with the whole Santos family.
No, it's not an obsession, it's a case.
Well, what, did you lose control of your highlighter? Look at this.
This is research, okay? This is the Santos Bible, and whoever got into this information knows the family well. They are in this family.
Arturo, even if this book were not a work of fiction, which it is, it has no bearing on our case. Everything in it happened in the past.
Bearing on the case. This is not the past. This is happening now. There is no statute of limitations on murder, Cooper.
So what, are you going to go after all of them? You're going to go after the whole family?
Oh, look at that. What is that? That just ruined your whole idea of personal vendetta that I have, didn't it?
No, it just widens the net. You are not normal.
No, let me explain something to you. With a crime family, you can never get them. You can never bust them on the worst thing they did because they're too clever. You can never get the real dirt. Nobody ever gets close enough. But with Blake, she got in closer than anybody has ever gotten in before and lived to tell the tale. If I can get to that source, that is the end of the Santos family, period.
You know, when I told you to read this book, You know, you are just demented. That's it.
Well, maybe that's what makes me so good at my job.
Cooper. You. Hello.
Just patch it over, would you? Hi, Toro. Yeah, no, that's in the mail. All right, okay, come. Yeah, it's not in the mail. I have a few I's to dot and some T's to cross. I'm just trying to make it foolproof, that's all. Yeah, no Santos-sized loopholes, you know? Where's my book, Cooper?
What?
The book that you just put in the drawer over there. The book.
Oh, that book.
Yeah, that book. You know, the whole out-of-sight, out-of-mind thing, that just doesn't work for me. Thanks.
Yeah. Let me ask you this, then. When did we start collecting evidence from the fiction section?
When we found out that there is truth in here.
Yeah, Blake's version of the truth.
No, I just think that you really underestimate her talent.
No, I have the highest respect for Blake's imagination.
Oh.
I think she's created a beautiful work of
She
fiction.
was able to get stuff about the Santos family that the finest FBI team could never pull off.
Yeah, but she was not trying to bring down a family. She was writing a love story.
No, but that's the problem. She doesn't know the right questions. She had never had any training.
The right questions?
The source probably knows more about the Santos family than we could ever imagine, and that he or she even knows about Miguel and Maria and Miguel's brother and Carmen.
And you think you should be the one to ask those questions?
Yes, I think I am the best man for the job.
Are you sure? Are you sure? Because you know what? You've been working on this case for a long time, and we are getting near the end of it now, whatever the outcome may be. And is it possible that you are making more out of this book than there is because you're not really ready to let go?
I think that there is something more here. Okay, let me tell you a little story. A number of years ago, I was working on a case in Chicago. It was one of the most brutal hits that I have ever seen, okay? And just about moments before it went into the never-to-be-solved file, I took another crack at it. I went to the victim's wife, and I asked, what did her husband do that morning, the morning that he got killed? Well, it turns out that he went to the racetrack. And as the story unfolded, we found out the heads of all the other crime families were also at the racetrack. And at the end of the day, we got our man. And we were able to take down one of the biggest crime syndicates in Chicago, and that is how it works.
What? Okay, I'm not sure what you mean. But it's not the same thing.
It is exactly the same thing, okay? All of the information is in here, and it is gettable.
You know what, just read this later. Do you mind reading this later? Tell me about the grand jury special session.
You know what it is? You don't want me to find out the source because you know who the source is.
Oh, my God. You are impossible.
No, I feel sorry for you, Cooper. You live in a town where everybody knows your name.
There are tons of people in this town that I don't know.
Like your father. You and your father, you share the same penchant for not being able to hold in your feelings. You know that? That's it. You know what? That is it. The Cooper family's got a couple of secrets of their own to hide. Isn't that right?
Fine. It doesn't mean I have any idea whatsoever who she is.
She! Thank you. No, you said she. You just cut the population in half. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
All right, I'll tell you this. Whoever this is, that you are looking for, they no longer exist, at least as far as Springfield is concerned.
Well, that's okay, because I can travel. I have a passport. Look, don't beat yourself up about this, okay? This is actually one of your better qualities.
The ability to stop myself from hurting you?
No, just how you can't help eventually spilling everything out. Don't be tough on yourself, okay? You have helped me so much. I can take this from here, okay? You have done wonders to help me with this case. You have.